Hey guys, Beastly Gamer here. Today we will be discussing about the one, the only Rob Lucci or Lucci, however you want to call him anything. So we will be discussing about how strong Rob Lucci is after the time skip, not before the time skip, because we all know how strong he is before the time skip, obviously. But anyways, before I tell you how strong he is, we will be looking at what he did in his life. Like at the age of like 5 to 10, he was like doing stuff, and what he might be doing. And remember, these things are not like proven or anything. They are just like my speculations, my assumption, and I'll be going into details about what his life was like, what he did in his life before he do the flunky or iceberg kind of mission. So I'm sorry. So in one column I wrote his age at that age, and on the other column I wrote what he did or what he does or I should have written what he did, and on the another column I'll be writing his progress. Like, is it very good? Is it great? Is it perfect? So let's get into his first thing. The first thing that he did. So when he was at about the age of 6 to 10, I would say he was doing the 6-power training. That's mastering 6 powers, because you all know how hard it is to master 6 powers. I mean, like, it's really hard, and not many people can use those powers, And so we are saying that he started his training at 6 and finished it about at 10, because in one picture we all saw him training when he was a child, when he was 8, and beside him was Bruno, who was 10 years old, and Jabra, who was 15 years old, I think. So since he is the youngest member and he's the most talented, he is the most the best, the strongest member of CP9 after all. So let's say it took about 4 years for him to complete the 6 powers training. And remember, before he trained for 6 powers, he also had to train his body, because like, you can't just go into, it's like, if you try to master 6 power without even knowing how to fight, then it will be like trying to run without being able to walk, obviously. But anyways, so at the age of 6 to 10, he started his 6 power training. So at the age of 10 to 11, he did a mission. He did missions with a little world government's trust. The world government hasn't fully trusted him yet, because who would? I mean, the world government doesn't just trust like all the people who know 6 powers. I mean, after only doing some missions, the world government will trust him, of course. So he did those missions, and at the age of 12 to 15, he will be doing missions with the full world government's trust, because we all know in the flashback that Rob Lucci was 13 when he massacred 500 soldiers and single-handedly defeated the pirate crew which captured the 500 soldiers. So yeah, at the age of 13, he was doing that with full government's trust. So it's pretty good. So he finished his training. I mean, he finished many missions, and now it is time where he will consume his first ever, the first and the last devil fruit, because you can eat 2 devil fruit, of course, and the leopard fruit, right? Yeah, and he will be trying to master his devil fruit, and if you look at how skilled he is with his devil fruit and Lucy versus Luffy fight, He could even produce fire with his nail. I mean, that is, if that is not mastering his devil fruit, then I don't know what is. So he was able to master his devil fruit within 2 years, let's say that. After that, within 3 years, he mastered the technique called life return. Because life return, it takes a lot of time, a lot of time to master it. According to the Commodore, he said that life return needs a lot of practice, and Lucy has already mastered life return, so he might have taken some time mastering the life return. He has to train his mind and not his body. So now that we have looked at the things he did before the mission, or his ultimate mission, now we will take a look at what he did during his ultimate mission. The Frankie Cotty Flam, the iceberg mission. So, in the Cotty Flam iceberg, finding out the Pluton mission, he was at the age of like 23 to 24. At the age of about 23 to 24, he tries to master the shipwreck, how to shipwreck. He trains how to shipwrecks for 8 hours, like 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So that is a long time because he already fully mastered shipwrecking after when Luffy came to Water 7, So at about that age, he was mastering how to build or fix ships, and about 6:30 to 11, he will be doing his research on like Cody Flams, icebergs, on people, on stuff, research to know the blueprints for Pluton. And about 24 to 25, he have already mastered shipwrecking, so he started walking. So if he walks, of course he have to walk all day long, and from 8 to about 6:30 he has to spend his time walking as a shipwreck, and about at 7 to 8 then he will be spending time with his fellow shipwrecks to gain their trust. I mean, if you don't spend any time with anyone and you just keep to yourself and you just mysteriously disappeared, you won't gain trust, okay? And when I look back, Polly really trusted Lucy and the other guys like Kaku. So after spending a little time with his shipwrecks, and he went out for his research again from 8 to 11. So you will ask, what will he do after 11? Well, obviously, he might train for about 2 hours and go to sleep, obviously, because without sleep, no matter how strong you are just going to die. So, when he was 26 to 28, he will be like walking more and more. He will be getting closer and closer to getting the blueprints of Pluton, like finding it out. And at about 7:30 to 8, he will be spending time with, from 8 to 7:30 he will be walking, and 7:30 to 8 he will be spending some time with his fellow shipwrecks, and from about 8 to 8:30 he will be spending some little private time, or like maybe Khalifa, Khalifa might be spending time with him, but never mind. But Lucy might spend some time with him, you never know. To get some like information, or like test him, like asking him some question and seeing his expression on the face, like if it's true, or it's like basically just hypothesizing. I don't know how about this, but never mind. So at about 9 to 12 he will be doing his research. After that he might be training a little bit and he will go to sleep. So that is what I think he did at the age of at that time when he was doing his mission. Yeah. The mission was over, and he was like walking down the street, just kidding. And the mission was over. He wanted Nico Robin to like betray Luffy and his group, which for their own sake. Blah blah blah. That happens. Stuff happens. Lucy got defeated. Lucy got fired from the CP9. Blah 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 blah. And I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how he got to CP0, but he got to CP0, alright, with Spider. So, see, after getting to CP0, before getting to CP0, obviously he has to train. Probably he trains for about, he might have to train for about 1 year, without no or a little rest, CP0 won't accept anyone that slacks out or stuff. And Lucy isn't the one to slack out because he wants to be strong, of course. So Lucy will be training like hell in those 2 years time under the guidance of CP0, one of the strongest organization in One Piece world, under the Celestial Dragons, under the direct control of the Celestial Dragon, even more ranked than the Admirals, the CP0. And we never know, he might be the CP0 leader or he might not be, we never know. But he's talented, that's for sure. So, let's see about what he did when he was doing the mission. He was training for 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day for 5 years, so he's not really going to progress that much because he's not fighting and doing stuff. Yeah, he is fighting, but those pirates who he is fighting are extremely weak, so that I don't think that should count as fighting. So after all that, and you will see that after his mission, his Dokiri or his strength doubled. That's right, doubled. At first he was on par with that guy, I forget his name, the wolf guy, and but after the mission he become about twice as stronger than that guy, that Jabra, that guy. And even though he was training a little or not at all. Yeah, so it is really, really interesting to see how much he will progress if he is going to train 18 hours or 20 hours a day. And it is really amazing if he is going to train about that much. But before we get into that, let's talk about Lucy for a while. So Lucci obviously will have mastered Haki in the time skip, after the time skip, and I believe he has Conqueror Haki. Why? Because I don't think most of you will argue with this, and I've proved to that. And let's see the proof. First, when Lucy was defeated, his CP9 members were working for him to recover. They were protecting him, and stuff. And after all Lucy said, he said he didn't care about them. And even so, they were protecting them. And Lucy gained the world government trust within a short amount of time. And that might be because of he has Conqueror Haki, which attracts many people towards them. And he also gained trust from the Vice Admirals that were leading the what is that called? The fire that Buster Call. Who were leading the Buster Call. He got trust from them. He got trust from many people, and Zoro thinks that he would, and so even Zoro admitted that Lucy was going to kill everyone unless Luffy was holding him out. Yeah, Lucy would have killed every Straw Hats member if it weren't for Luffy. That is what Zoro said. Frankie was scared, not scared, but Frankie was impressed by him. He was able to blew that Chopapa that guy away with his punch, but it didn't even budge Lucy, and they were amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, and and that's why I believe Lucy will have Conqueror Haki. So, and in addition to that, he might have mastered the awakening, which he will heal faster with his own devil fruit. So in Impel Down, Kuroda already said that people who awaken their own devil fruit become heals faster. Kuroda already said that, so we can assume that he might have awakened his devil fruit during his training. We never know about that guy. I mean, he is so talented. And another reason why I do believe Rob Lucci have conquered hockey, not only have he attract many people in the One Piece world, he have even attracted us towards him. Even though he's bad, even though he is merciless or he's ruthless, we all like him. Many One Piece fans like him. Most of the One Piece fans like him, and many of you will be like his favorite. Many of your favorite character might be Lucy or Lucci. Well, obviously he is my favorite character. That's for sure. I don't know why. That was just a joke. Okay. So, with all those things and facts, we don't really know how strong Lucy will be, but I can say I'm 100% sure that he is on par with. He's almost on par or even stronger than the Flamingo, or even stronger, might even become stronger than the Emeralds with his newfound powers and Almond Haki. I mean, Almond Haki can make you many times stronger, as you can see when Luffy used Almond Haki on that Pacifista, and after the time skip, Almond Haki, Observation Haki, Conqueror Haki, these three types of Haki can double someone's strength. So, if I'm assuming that Lucy might have over 10,000 Dokiri, or maybe even 15,000 Dokiri or 20,000 Dokiri, I don't know. But I'm definitely sure that he might be on par or even stronger than the Flamingo or even some of the Emeralds. That's what I believe. So having said all of that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, give it a dislike. If you agree with me, if you agree that Lucy will become extremely strong after the time skip, just leave a like. And if you don't disagree, then leave a dislike. And that's okay. So, I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye.